Welcome to another episode of Yogi's Choice. So what we're going to do is basically about 45 minutes-ish of some movement. And it's going to be a bit of a mixed bag today, and I think it's probably going to be pitched at kind of medium level. But as usual, I will give you options and things too. But I think sometimes it's quite nice to challenge yourself. So it's good. We're going to start standing today, mainly because you've already been up and around. There's no point to get you all the way back down on the floor. So get yourself set, grab your drink, put some music on if you need to. And remember that when we're doing things, to listen to your body. Now, it's horrible and we want more guidance, but listen, it should be accessible. It should be that there's a little bit of work, but it shouldn't be the worst thing in the world. That's not what we want, okay? And remember, just because I do something, I give you direction. You don't have to, and that's the benefit of it being a video. No one cares. So when you were ready, when you were all set, bring yourself towards the front or the middle, whatever, of your mat. And I'm going to get you to stand with active legs so that the toes are pressing into the ground, the knees feel like they're working, and the hips are engaged. And then just switch the rest off. Don't worry about the shoulders or the arms. Maybe close the eyes and breathe. Big breaths and feel how that kind of inflates the torso. As we inhale, that lift to the chest and the belly, and as we exhale, it all just caves in. I'm not asking for clarity, I'm not asking for an empty mind, just trying to find some focus. Letting go of the things that we can't do. Just trying to listen to the body. And as we're here, perhaps there's just this sway that enters without any control. Just let it happen. And with that next big breath in, let's bring some life to the body. Find full height, stand up. Place the hands to the hips. From here, we're going to soften the knees and we're going to circle. We're going to swish those hips around. Beautiful. And then we're going to change direction. And back to center. Let's paddle the heels and give the legs a little shake. Take a big breath in, lift the arms up. And stretch. Then exhale, hands drop, chin tucks in, and we're starting to roll down. Keep the knees nice and soft, push the hips back. Let the arms drag you down. When we've got it into that bottom hang, perhaps there's a little shake of the head or a shimmy of the torso. Then push the ground away, ripple up once again. Now lift the shoulders and then they drop down back. Toes pressing firmly. As we inhale, hands lift again. Keep them separate, but imagine there's that beach ball between. As we exhale, take a lean to the left. And then up and over to the right. Breathing in. Exhale, hands drop. Shoulders round, chin tucks in. Make it big. Try and push the body through the back. And again, maybe there's a nod or a shake. Inhaling. Standing tall. This time as we breathe in, hands lift. On the heights, and maybe with an exhale, we're going to twist to the left. Hips are firm, hands are reaching. Breathing in, we go back. Exhaling, twisting to the right. Lifting. Stay here. From the heights, take a breath. This time, rather than rolling, we're going to fold. So we're pushing the hips back. Allowing the body to come forward. Fingers down. That kind of more traditional Uttanasana, forward fold. Breathing in, lifting up halfway. Then exhaling, take the hands down and step back. Drop the knees and find a plank. Beautiful. Round. And drop the back. Cat cowing. Step 2 more. And then making sure that you've got the hands underneath the shoulders and we are spreading the fingers and pressing them into the ground. Take that little rock forwards and backwards. Bring that stretch and that work into the wrists. And the weight into the hands are stepping left foot forward to left hand. Take an inhale to reach left hand up. Exhale down. Changing sides. Stepping forward and reaching the right side. Going down. We've got one more per side. So stepping forward with the left. Maybe we want to extend the right knee so it lifts into that full twisted. Maybe you don't. Maybe it's too early. Go back, knees, right side. Again, maybe that left leg. Pull up, twist it, and then down. Knee drops, or falls. Last little thing. I'm going to ask you to tuck the toes so we get a little stretch in the base of the foot and then come up onto your knees. Not here for long, but if you need to pad, you need to pad. Let's do a little Charlie's Angels. Hands come up to shoulders, interlace those fingers, and then exhale, push forward. Take that inhale to lift. And then exhale, swirl around. Fingers interlacing once again, behind back, and it's a push down to get that lift to the chest. Beautiful. Release. From here, hands and knees. Tuck the toes, lift your hips, find that first downward dog. Maybe there's a little paddle through the heels. A little rock into the pelvis, or a swish. One breath. Then we're stepping forward, feet to hands, and then exhale to relax. Big breath in. Rise up, push the ground away, squeeze your backside, and lift the hands. And then exhale. And on that cue, it's a good time for a drink. So first thing I'm going to do is 3 sun A salutations. I want to keep them as they are, the usuals. There's 3 different levels. Remember that the level that you choose to work at for the rest of the class or even for your practice doesn't matter. It's all about how it works with your body. The ability to stretch the hips, work the hamstrings. Get the shoulders working. So when you're ready, stand tall, feet are strong. We're feeling lifted to the head. Big breath in, hands up. We look to the thumbs. Exhaling, folding, fingers down, perhaps bending. Inhale, lift, halfway. Tension to the mid-back. Exhaling, hands down. Find plank. Perfect. Drop the knees. Untuck the toes and keep that belly lifted. Exhaling, we'll lower into the floor for that modified chaturanga. Inhaling, lift the chest. Cobra. Before we exhale to push over the knees and up and back, downward dog. Fabulous. Taking 2 to 3 breaths here. That pressing through the hand, lift of the hip. When you're ready, there's an inhale as you bend the knees, look to the hands and step forward. Exhaling to fold. Inhaling, lifting halfway. Exhaling down again. Big breath in, push the ground away. Hands reach up. And we exhale down. Beautiful. 2 more. Stand tall. Inhale, lift the hands. Exhale, folding. Breathing in, flatten that back. Shoulder blades are pulling backwards. Exhaling, hands down. Step back, finding plank. So you can drop the knees, or maybe with an exhale, we're going to float all the way to the floor. Releasing the toes, that inhale to lift the chest. We're medium cobra. Pushing back to the knees, we're up. Downward dog. And breathing in as we get that pull through the belly, that length into the hips, and just a tiny push back towards the legs. Again, with an inhale, let's look forward. Stepping and exhaling into that forward fold. Breathing in, lifting halfway. And then exhale, let it go. Big breath in, push the ground away. Reach the hands up. And then back. Tadasana, your mountain, your standing position. Final one. Breathing in, lift. Exhale, fold. Let it out. Inhale up halfway. Exhale. Hands down. Find a plank. For your plank, you want your hands roughly in your chest. Yeah? Toes are touch. With an exhale, we can lower however you wish. Knees all to the floor, or maybe it's halfway for chaturanga. Before we tuck the toes and then lift into your up dog. Keep that ground pressing away. And then exhale up and back. Downward dog. And when you're ready, let's see a ripple forward. Bring the knees to the ground. Untuck the toes, and we're pushing your hips backwards, finding that child's pose. Or whatever you like for your rest. And there, breathing in, we're lifting to all fours. We're going to recreate that twisted lizard, but with a gait. What that means is we're extending your left leg out to the side. Beautiful. And a little tension just in the mid inner thigh. From there, weight into the right hand. It's an inhale, lift the left. Exhale, perhaps the fingers drop. Inhale for number 2 and lift. Then maybe this time it's the elbow that drops to the ground. Lifting for a 3rd time. So you can go fingers, you can go elbow, or maybe you want to send that arm underneath the right and drop to the shoulder. Before unraveling. Back to hands and knees. We're going to stay with the left side. From here, extending left leg back, dropping it in line with the right. It's an inhale to swish and twist the body over to this kneeling side plank. So we worked with twisting. Now we're looking at almost this anti-rotation. Get the obliques to work. Perhaps with an exhale, that top hand's reaching forward. And then we can flout it down. Hands and knees, cat-cow. Other side. So extending right leg. Find that stretch to the inner side. Maybe a little rock back to begin with. And then we're inhaling to lift right hand. First time is an exhale, maybe fingers. Inhale for a second and lift. Maybe it's then down to elbows. Third time, that lift. And then an exhale. This time, perhaps, if you wish, threading it underneath the elbow, bringing that shoulder. Or unraveling back. Right leg extends. Drop it in line with the left. We're allowing the weight to twist over to the left knee and hand for bringing the right hand up. You might be able to do a more advanced, in quotation marks, side plank. I don't really care for that right now. Stronger isn't always better. Again, maybe there's that exhale to take that little lean forward. And flouncing down. And the hands and knees. Tuck the toes and lift into that downward dog. Feet as wide as your body. Exhale, walk the hands backwards. Hanging. 2 more breaths. Letting the upper body go. And from here, let's take an inhale, and we're going to bring the fingers and the hands up to the knees. Boom. Toes to sides, you can see this. So, supporting the hands on the knees, pushing the hips back. From here, wrap those elbows and shoulders around, and then we cat cow again. Round. Initiate from the pelvis. Push. It's almost like the yoga version of twerking. Round. And push. One more. And squeeze. Keep the eyes looking forward. We start to brace through the belly as we inhale. And then exhale, squeeze that backside. And rise to standing. Beautiful. Grab a drink. Bring yourself back to the front of the mat. We're going to go into little sundays. I call them sundays, and I never teach a traditional sunday. The second part. So we're going to start with a squat. Step back, and then we're going to give you layers for this one. So take your feet slightly wide in the body, toes stand out, standing nice and tall. That big breath fills the body, and then with an exhale, we'll lower it down. Find something that feels decent, that stretch into the hips and the knees. And with an inhale, it's hands down, back to a plank. Soften the knees. Exhale to stick your backside up. Beautiful. Or rippling forward and down. We're stepping left foot to left hand. I think it's nice to get some traction with the fingertips here and get that pull with the arms and the shoulders as if you were doing a little up dog or cobra. Then push the ground away. Take a moment to readjust if you need to bring that leg further in. Find that tuck of the pelvis, or we inhale to lift. Interlace the fingers, find height, and then exhale to lean it back. Now breath in, releases hands down. We're stepping back to knees or plank as we vinyasa. So down, up, and back. Downward dog. It's a forward and then down with the knees. Right foot steps. A little drag. A little tilt to the chest, or pushing the ground away with the feet. We come up. Again, if you feel it quite wide, it comes in. Breathe in, hands lift. Insert the fingers, find that little tilts and tuck of the pelvis. Height with the arms, and then exhale to lean it back. And then with that next breath, release the hands down. We're going back to knees or plank. Vinyasa. Down, up, and back. Downward dog. One more breath. And from there, we're stepping forward. Keep the feet wide. Allow the body to hang heavy. Weight into the heels as we inhale to lift halfway. Exhale, hands down. From there, inhale, bend the knees, drop the hips, find yourself into your squat again. And from here, we're starting round 2. A breath in as we step back. Knees are soft, and then we're lifting to your downward dog. So you're welcome to do the same thing again, dropping the knees and stepping forward. For a bit more fire, perhaps we're inhaling to lift that left leg to three-legged dog. And then we're stepping forward and then dropping the right knee. Inhale, lifting, find the height. And then exhale, twisting. Beautiful. Inhale, cartwheel those hands forward. And again, it's back to knees or plank. Down, up, and back. Downward dog. Same thing, right side. So it's an inhale to lift. Three-legged dog. With an exhale, perhaps we're joining forward. Stepping before we drop that left knee. Drag forward. Inhale, lift. Take your time to reset if we need to. Before we're lifting the arms. Breathing in. Exhale, twisting. To the right. And cartwheeling. Hands forward and down. Again, knees or plank. Down, up, and back. Downward dog. Keep pressing the ground away. And again, when you're ready, let's lift the hands and step forward. Feet stay wide. Exhale to fold. Inhale to lift. Exhale down. Round 3, that breath. Allows you to drop, find the squat. Kind of expect to shuffle around the squat. Like when you drop down, it's not always going to be in the right place. Feet are always going to be there. I then have to readjust my width. Good. Final round. When you're ready, so inhale, hands down, back to plank. Beautiful. Exhaling down, up, and back. So again, this time, perhaps you want to drop the knees and step forward, or maybe you'd like to lift lefty for stepping forward and down. Dropping that right knee. Bring yourself in and rise up. So last time we did a closed twist, this time it's an open twist. And then the challenge comes in. Lifting, hands high. Squeeze your backside, squeeze the feet against the floor, and then exhale, twisting to the right. Beautiful. Then cartwheeling, hands forward. So here's where your options arise. You can step back to knees, you can step back to plank, or you can step back to a three-legged plank and a three-legged chaturanga. Down, up, and then lifting to downward dog. Well, that's a bit rough. Big breath in and out. Same nonsense on the other side. So we're lifting righty. However you wish, we're going to get it forward. Plant the foot, then drop the knee. Reset the width, and breathe in. Bring the body up. Shorter doing mischievous. Good, hands up. Find the heights. Engage the legs. Then exhale, we're twisting out to the left. Go up and twist. When you're ready, it's that cartwheel forward and down. Stepping back to knees, to plank, to maybe three-legged plank. Exhaling, down, up, and back. Beautiful. Take that big breath in. And then exhale out. On the knees, go down. Keep your hips where they are. And take that puppy pose. Allowing the arms, the chest, the chin, or the head to drop, whatever. A Y shape will generally get you a bit more accommodation than straightforward. Then gently pushing back, find a child's pose. When you're ready, there's an inhale to ripple up. Tip the toes. Downward dog. Feet as wide as your body. We're pushing backwards. Beautiful. Exhale, let it go. Then inhale, round the body, engage the belly, and ripple up. Beautiful. Good time for a drink. Brings up to 20 minutes. So let's start with a little bit of balance. So, standing nice and tall. When you're ready, that big breath in and a sigh out to ground the body before shifting the weight over to the right foot. For me, we're going to inhale and we're going to draw that left knee up. Maybe it goes halfway, maybe that's enough. We can go a little bit higher, we can hold on to it. Keep your shoulder heavy. It's pulling down the same way that your knee is pulling up. Beautiful. Release the knee, exhale, stamp it down. Weight over. And then up. Again, maybe halfway. Maybe go a little bit higher. We hold it. And again, that shoulder is pulling down. Exhale, release. Give the legs a shake. So we're going to repeat that. I'll give you options to make it worse. You can just hold for the length of time that we're doing the second thing if you don't want to do it. That's honestly just another challenge. And to be honest, it's a challenge I'm not sure I can do today. So we're over. Find the right foot. Pull the left knee up. Beautiful. You got to look to the distance. Try not to look at me or anything that's moving. So again, we can hold. That's perfect. Maybe you want to keep your arms off. The extra little work here comes with an exhale as we kick the leg back and take a little bow into a warrior three. Just a moment before we breathe in. Bring yourself up and back. Fabulous. And then exhale, step it back. Warrior two. Beautiful. Take those hips out to the side. Arms to shoulders and sink nice and low. Imagine your thighs and your arms are being pulled apart from the center. When you're ready, let's reverse it. Inhale forward, exhale up and over. Now the next breath brings forearm to thigh. Left hand comes up. Perhaps that little imaginary push back into the hand. We're all looking down to that right foot as we inhale back to warrior two. Again, we're going to layer it up and go a little bit deeper. So let's reverse, forward, back and up. And again, maybe you want to go down to the forearm, but perhaps there's a little bit more work in the hips and we can go lower. Hand to the block or maybe the floor. That hand's being pushed back once again. And wherever you are, we're going to release left hand to the floor. Pivot and twist, make your way back to knees or plank and vinyasa. Down, up, and back. Next breath is stepping you forward. That exhale lets you release over the legs. While breathing in to rivel up. All that nonsense on the other side. So, shifting over to the left. This is where we hope it works. Pull that right knee up. Again, you can stay here. We can hold it. This is doing a lot of work for the hips and ankles. You want a bit more fire. So that exhale allows you to kick the leg back first. Then we break at the hip. Going into that warrior three. Then inhaling way all the way back up. I don't know why I do the hands, but the hands really help me. Exhale, step back, find your warrior two. Good strong bend into the left knee, hips out to the side. Oh. Hands to shoulders. Beautiful. Let's reverse it. So we're going forward, then up and back. Forearm to side. Hand is up. And again, let's perhaps that focus to maybe push your arm back a little bit. When I'm resting on the thigh, I am pressing into the thigh to get that lift as well. We're looking to lefty as we inhale, warrior two. Beautiful. Reverse again, forward, up and back. And down. Again, maybe you want to go to the floor. Maybe you want to sink a little bit lower to a block up to the floor. That right hand's reaching up. Oh, she's tight on this side. One more breath. And then exhaling, flance it down, make your way. Hands, knees. No vinyasa this time. Exhale, push back. Take a child's pose. Maybe a little shimmy into the hips. When you're ready, we're going to roll forward. So, what we're going to do is we're going to play back with dolphin. So, dolphin, it's onto the forearms and the elbows. You can have, as long as your elbows are under your shoulders, you're good. You can have the hands flat, or maybe you want to interlace the fingers to make that fist. Often it makes a stronger connection. First thing is pressing the floor away. Finding that lift to the shoulders, or you tuck the toes, take that deep breath in, and then rise the hips up. Beautiful. Keep pushing the ground away with the arms. And then with the feet, we can walk the body closer up. This creates more challenge, more weight over the shoulders. Go to something that feels tolerable without looking like or feeling like shite. And then exhale, knees down, child's pose. Beautiful. Couple of breaths. So we're going to repeat that 2 more times. I'm going to give you a kind of straightforward way to make it a bit more difficult, and then I'm going to give you a very weird way to make it more difficult. Just because. When we change positions, it's always about maintaining that kind of core structure. And this is what this is. It's the core exercise. It's how to integrate your shoulders into your body. So again, find that base position. So up onto the forearms. Again, maybe it's palms down, making sure that very much shoulders underneath, shoulders up over elbows. From here, we're lifting up. Get that height. And again, maybe that little walk forward. Just suitable level. You're happy here, you want a bit more, fine. We've got about 6 breaths, so we can lift one leg, keep pressing both arms into the floor evenly for 3, and then drop. Make sure the arms are happy, and then other side. And then down. Knees and release. Child's pose. Beautiful. Next breath brings you up. And again, find that base dolphin. Toes tuck, and we're lifting up. Maybe the base is already good. All you want is feel like it's doing enough work. Maybe we'd like to lift the leg. If we're happy with that, perhaps we can try sending it out to the side, keeping the force equal and then back to center. Then drawing it back and down. Other side, lifting. Again, maybe there's that wiggle out and in. And down. Dropping, knees pushing back. From there, we're lifting up again, hands and knees. Stepping left foot forward. Take a little push forwards and backwards. Again, maybe when you're ready, you can go into a passive version. So allowing the body to sink forward, maybe that knee comes out to the side. You're happy there. Notice there's a lift of the left arm. Before we go back. Hands and knees, other side. Little rock back and forth. A little pull forward. Again, maybe the knee wants to drift out, maybe the hand wants to lift. Before we come down. Drifting back. And rising up. Down. Step forward. Exhale down. Let it go. We're breathing in to ripple up. Beautiful. So we've got one last little standing sequence. And we'll do on some like kind of passive mobility. I'm going to teach this so it's going to be all one way. So when I step back with the left, you can invariably step back with either one you want. So I'm standing nice and tall, breathing in to bring the body into alertness, and then stepping back with the left. So it's a short warrior 2 stance, because we're setting up for Trikonasana. So we want that wobble into the hips, arms up to shoulders, and then from there it's hips back to the left, right arm reaching forward, and then with an exhale, down. Perhaps hand to knee, calf, or ankle. And again, there's that imaginary force twisting you back. This is great. Maybe this is all you want. Want a bit more fire? Perhaps there's an inhale to send that right hand forward. Working to get the obliques to actively open your body. One more breath. And wherever you are, you're going to look down to that right foot and then inhale. Up. Pause in dizziness. Turn your feet so they're roughly parallel. I'm going to go into a goddess. Your first option with goddess is making sure the toes turn out 30 degrees. The knees kind of go that way as well. Breathing in. I'm going to sink down. Hands come up. Shoulders and elbows feel heavy. If you want more from this, we can lift the heels and sink a little lower. That pull in of the belly and a pull back of the shoulders. Good. For that, inhaling, drive the legs down. Exhaling to settle. Going into your Prasarita. Toes are turning inwards this time. If you are longer of leg, wider often feels nicer. Hands to hips. Breathe in. Exhale, push the hips back, soften the knees if you've got shit hamstrings, or releasing hands to the calf, the ankle, or the floor. When you're ready, there's an inhale. Weight to the fingertips, bring the body up halfway. Exhale here. Inhale, squeeze the back sides, rising up to stand up. Fabulous. So now I'm going to keep the right foot facing forward, the left foot turns out. So we're into Trikonasana on the other side. Now, this is where we're going. Hands to shoulders. Hips pop out to the right as that left hand reaches beyond the left foot. Go as far as you can and then exhale down. Same options are going to be here. Often people tell you they have to do the same. I don't care. One side is often just going to feel nicer than the other. Maybe you don't feel up to it. There's this like inequality. If you don't want to extend that left arm, don't. It's absolutely fine. You'll get there at some point. Either way, you've got 2 more breaths. When you're ready, we're all looking towards the left foot as we inhale. Beautiful, big, strong core work on the way up there. Feet turn back. What a goddess. This time we're going to work into a little stretchy, passive goddess. So toes turn out. That's where we're at. Hands are going to come behind the head. So as we breathe in, we can drop the hips, bending the knees, but allow the chin to tuck it in as we round and stretch through that cervical and thoracic spine. Again, maybe you want a bit more fire to the legs so we can lift the heels, sink lower. Get that stretch to the hips. And a big breath in. Rise up, plant the heels, release the hands, and lift. Fabulous. Prasarita time again. We're going to start with known as Prasarita Padottanasana C, which means hands go behind the back. This can be like this. It could be with a block. It could even just be here. Whatever works for you. So perhaps we've got the fingers interlace. There's that big breath in as we push away to lift the chest. And with an exhale, we're bending the hip, perhaps softening the knee, and folding the body forward. And often we can kind of encourage this little lift and pull through the arms to stretch through the shoulders and the traps. When you're ready, let's release the hands to the floor. Exhale. And with an inhale, let's bring the arms up. Beautiful. From here, walk yourself round to the front of your mats. Step back. Drop the knees. Take a moment to push back in child's pose. Or pulling up. And the next bit, we're going to flip over. Boom. So, get yourself into what's known as Supta We've got soles of feet together, knees apart. Then just take about 5 breaths to let them hang, let them chill. Now from here, hands down by your side. I'm going to press the feet and the hands into the floor, and with a breath in, lift the hips for your frog bridge. Now keep pressing to the elbows to get that lift to the upper back. Holding it. And then exhale down. Soles of the feet go to the floor. We're keeping the knees bent. And I'd say get your feet slightly wide on your hips. It is a non-traditional yoga cue, but I think it works better for a varied hip width. So when we press the hands and the feet into the floor, this time as we inhale, we're lifting as high as we can go. And we're looking to get that slight stretch to the front of the hip. And that means we're getting really good glute work rather than just hamstrings. One more breath. And then exhale. Let it down, nice and slow. Slowly pull one knee up and then the other. Give it a nice hug in. And maybe a little rock around. Exhale, take that full body stretch. Beautiful. And then we're going to inhale, pull the right knee up. Hold it with both hands, and squeeze it in. So you're going to go up and slightly in. Then keeping right hand to right knee, we can take the left hand to the foot. From there, twisting the leg into this kind of upside down pigeon. Then release the foot. Left hand goes to right knee. We're going to drag it across that supine twist. And then back to center. Extend that right leg. Pull the left knee in. Hold it tight with both hands. Again, we're going to that kind of reverse pigeon. So we are taking right foot, right hand to left. I was doing so well. Same thing on the side, essentially. You can rock and twist. And then from there, releasing, right hand to left knee, and drag it across. And back to center. So this is a nice sign for perhaps you to take the Shavasana. I'm not. It's just not where I'm at. And you don't have to either. There's no right or wrong. You have moved your body in a mindful way. So perhaps you want to take 5 minutes and switch me off and just allow the body to settle. And that's your call. That's a good thing to do. Maybe you don't. Either or. This is where I say thank you very much for putting up with me. And again, if there's any questions or comments, just get in touch. And we say namaste. and hope that you all well.